There has been a lot of buzz going on, particularly in the real estate industry over the past few years. We find that more and more people are gaining awareness on the importance of investing in real estate, so we see more people buying properties here and there. Now the thing is, not every property will appreciate in value as rapidly as is expected in real estate. Here are 10 signs to help you identify a low value apartment or property. Number 1. High crime rate. The value of the apartment can be dramatically reduced by a rise in local crime rate in your neighborhood. Take Lagos for instance. Some areas that are notorious for their high crime rate usually have the cheapest properties, while neighborhoods with minimal crime rates sell for much higher. This is because nobody wants to reside in an area with a high crime rate. In addition, high crime rate chases businesses and investors away from your neighborhood, which will naturally metamorphose into people living for greener pastures. In other words, high crime rate equals less business and investors, less business equals low employment rate, low employment equals more people living for greener pastures, which will mean less demand for housing in that area. Number 2. Undesirable construction being proposed. Myself and other top analysts in the real estate sector have proven that certain construction projects have negative effects on the value of homes over the years. Although most of them have a positive economic impact, sometimes they chase away potential buyers for the housing market. For example, power plants, factories, major highways and cemeteries built near your home could be a turn-off for potential buyers and could eventually lower the value of homes in your area. Number 3 sign of the low value apartment is that the house is outdated. In today's society, people are looking for state-of-the-art homes that will be easy for them to move into. Most home buyers don't want to invest extra time and money into remodeling a property into their specification. So your apartment is most likely going to have a lower value if it hasn't undergone major renovations for some time. If there are a lot of apartments in your area that were constructed over 30 to 40 years ago, the ones that have updated features like POP, kitchens, bathrooms, floorings, and tilings will sell more quickly and for closer to the asking price. Number 4. Most of the current value of the home is on appliances. Have you ever come across a house that has a high price tag but every other building around it doesn't? This may be an indication that it has been overvalued due to the appliances, the tech or special features incorporated in the building. What a lot of people forget is that appliances will need to be maintained and replaced after some time, and the home or apartment can only remain valuable for so long. So if the listing price of an apartment doesn't really match the structure itself, know that they are charging you for appliances and the value of the home is probably worth much lower. Number 5. Low curb appeal. Due to the fact that many buyers undoubtedly assess a property by its exterior appearance, curb appeal is very crucial to the overall value of a home or apartment. People tend to assume that the house's interior will be the same or even worse if the surroundings are not taken care of. Even if your property is well taken care of, it could still lose value if the neighbors don't take care of their own apartments and surroundings too. 6th sign of a low value apartment is that it is located on a floodplain. By law, a property is considered to be on a flood zone if any part of the structure falls within a floodplain, an area that is adjacent to a stream or river that experiences periodic flooding. If the flood map bordering your neighborhood is expanding towards your home, the property value will suffer. Number 7. The apartment has been on the market for too long. The average property spends 85.5 days in the market before it sells, according to Realtor.com, even though our own local property markets differ of course. Prospective buyers start to assume that there must be a problem with the property if it's on the market for a longer period than usual. So don't overprice your apartment to avoid it sitting in the market for an extended period. Ask your agent to conduct a market research before you list it to ascertain the potential sales price for your apartment and then set the price in line with that result. Number 8. A lot of foreign signs. Research conducted on housing value suggests that the property values of properties in areas with higher than average rental concentrations are lower than those with fewer rentals. When owners are unable to sell their properties after they've already moved out, they usually put them up for rent. The presence of rent signs may indicate that the homeowners have already moved out but were unable to sell their home or apartment at a profitable value. Number 9. Public areas like parks are neglected. According to research, Properties close to maintained community parks, resorts, stadiums, amusement parks, etc. can rise in value by up to 20%. A neighborhood park can benefit properties up to around 600 feet away, with those closest to the park benefiting the most. But when it is neglected, it can have a negative effect on the value of properties around it. Poorly maintained and abandoned public parks and resorts tend to be an eyesore and a hub for illegal activities, and as a result drives down the value of properties in the neighborhood, starting with those closest to it. Last but not the least, we have poor performance of nearby schools. Parents who are seeking to buy an apartment pay special attention to how reputable the local schools are. A community may become less appealing if its educational system does poorly in rankings. According to research conducted by Brookings Institution, neighborhoods with high-scoring schools typically have higher housing prices and vice versa. The study looked at two of the biggest metro regions in the United States and discovered that homes in high-performing school districts in the US cost on average $205,000 more than those in low-performing school districts. What are those other signs that tell an apartment is of low value? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Cheers.